your fear of letting people go or cutting people off is stupid. Hey guys, oh my god, I feel like it's been a minute, but it's only been like 10 days since I uploaded. Hopefully this video will go up soon. But hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Josephine. I give you lifestyle, self-development, and fitness. We're getting used to it. But if you're old here, welcome back, sis. I know y'all miss me because I miss you too. Like I was getting a little nervous when I picked up the camera. I was like, do I even know how to use the camera? In this video, we're going to be doing a self-development video. The last video that I did, which was my self-journey discovery, I was so amazed and happy. I think I already talked about this, but I was so amazed and happy with the interactions and the comments and how people relate to everything. That video just made me so happy, and I feel like a lot of people still need guidance when it comes to navigating this thing called life, because life can be crazy. Let's really talk about it. My last video, which was me talking about how I discovered myself and everything, I feel like I didn't go into details. I did talk about a couple things that I did to change my life, but I didn't go into details on how I decided to change my life or tips or steps to change my life. So that's what this video is about. Yeah, a couple tips on how to change your life, or how to your life. Like, yeah, we about to get deep. Let's get into this video, and hopefully this video helps somebody. And if it does, make sure you comment down below. And also, like I said, sister to sister, friend to friend, bestie to bestie. I give you advice, you give me advice, we share each other's story, or we share stories with each other, and we try to figure it out together, because I do not know everything, you do not know everything, but together we can figure it out. So let's get started. Oof. I like that a note. And the first thing just hit me so hard. Letting go. First step. Like, first step to, we already know this. First step to everything is letting go, my friend. Letting go. Let go of that pain. Let go of that story that you're telling yourself. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna use myself as a prime example because I'm not ashamed. I feel like I am ashamed, but hey, the work has to be done. Letting go of the pain. I'm gonna use me for example. I did not grow up in the best situation. We're not gonna get into it. It's so hard, yeah. Again, if you're new here, if I'm laughing at something serious and sad, it's my defense. And I call it defense mechanism. Ooh. English is not my first language, please. It is the way I deal with things, so don't think I'm cuckoo or don't think like, oh, this girl's weird. It is the way I deal with things, because you gotta laugh it out. Otherwise, you're gonna cry it out, and we don't have time for that. I didn't grow up in the best environment. I didn't grow up in the best circumstances, and my childhood was very, very, very rough and very hard. Long story short, I was very much mistreated for a long time, and of course, you know, being a child and going through all that is going to cause a lot of trauma. It's going to cause a lot of hatred. It's going to cause a lot of negative emotions. You're just going to build a lot of things that's not meant to be in your heart. It's just going to build up. I found myself being very bitter my whole entire childhood up to college. I was very bitter, and not necessarily a choice, but it's just how I dealt with things. I never knew how I navigated through life until I got to college, or how I saw life through pain until I got to college. I will find myself doing things because I want to prove somebody wrong. I will find myself doing things because somebody hurt me, so I want to show them that I'm better than them. I found myself pointing fingers at people, right? And every 5 seconds, whenever I experience something traumatic or go through something sad, I'll be like, yeah, this is happening to me because this person did this to me, this person did that to me, this person did that to me. I was in a victimized mindset for a very long time. Let me tell you something. That doesn't kill nobody else but yourself. You're not killing nobody else but yourself. You have to learn how to let go of things, because at the end of the day, it's not hurting them, it's hurting you. And I also found myself with a story that I kept telling myself, and the crazy thing is the mind is so scary. When you tell yourself these stories, it just repeats every time, and it becomes your identity. I became bitter, I became miserable, I was depressed, I had so much anxiety because I was holding on to so much hurt. And you have to understand, hurt people. Holding on to that hurt is just going to control your life, control you, and without you even noticing, it's gonna hit you later on. Like, how did I even get here? I remember when I first started my fitness journey, it was based on betrayal, it was based on heartbreak, and it was based on depression. My main goal of me doing fitness was not to be healthy or to look good. I went there to release a lot of anger, but in a negative way. And I always had this mindset. The thing that motivated me, it's sad for me to say, but I have to say it. The thing that motivated me the most to go to the gym was me repeating to myself that I have to prove these people wrong. I have to show them that I'm better than them. I have to show them that I can do anything. It just hurt was my motivation. Pain was my motivation. Revenge was my yes, revenge, that's the word. Revenge was my motivation. And let me tell you something about that. It's not gonna last long. It's going to suck the life out of you so bad you forget about self-love. You think oh yeah, I'm busy. Sometimes you don't even have to be at the gym. Some of us use the pain to elevate in careers, elevate in our life in certain areas, which is fine. But me personally, coming from your friend, coming from your bestie, I feel like it's not sustainable. I had somebody recently tell me that moving life or making decisions or doing things in life based on hurt and envy and revenge is not sustainable. It's gonna hit you hard, and it definitely did. Choose happiness. Let go of that story. It's never that. I want to say it's never that deep, because everybody's hurt is like important. Hurt is hurt. Nobody's hurt is lesser or greater than anybody else's. But you have to understand, in order for you to achieve true happiness, in order for you to be your higher self, you have to let go of that pain. I'm being very vulnerable with you guys. It got to a point where some of the stories that I was telling myself, bits of pieces of it, I started to make it up to make my story even sadder, to make me even more depressed. Thinking about it, that was a very sad way of living. I truly apologize to the younger me. But the next thing is, nobody is responsible for your happiness. Nobody's going to be there. Nobody is going to hold your hands, make sure you're happy every single day. It's not going to happen. Even me, myself, I'm not going to be there every single time to make sure my friends, my family, my spouse, or my lover, or whoever is happy. It's not my responsibility. Why? Because it becomes a burden on the other person. Human beings are naturally selfish. It's in our nature. I'm not saying take it to the extreme, but it's in our nature. It is gonna happen. But you have to also understand that I'm not responsible for your happiness. She's not responsible for your happiness. They're not responsible for your happiness. The only person that's responsible for your happiness is you. You have to take that action to change your life. You have to take that action to achieve or work towards happiness. Be there, your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your mom or your dad is not going to be there every time and be like, hey, Grace, it's time for you to get up and go do what you have to do to be happy. No, you have to do that on your own. Nobody's responsible for that. Next thing is it's the same thing as nobody's responsible for your happiness. But number 3 is nobody owns you. Nobody irks me more than very entitled, that's the word, and very entitled people who feel like everybody in the world owes them something. That also ties into victimized mindset, right? I don't know if this relates to it, but I was listening to this video on TikTok, and this guy was talking about how some guy, he got bullied throughout high school, and when he got into college, He used the fact that he got bullied throughout high school as an excuse to get through everything, until one day he was denied of that privilege. And out of nowhere, he's like, oh, I deserve to do this. I deserve to get this because I went through this. And at the end of the day, please understand that you're not the only person that went through that. You're not the only person that went through some type of traumatizing experience. You're not the only person. You're just choosing to be a victim. And okay, you can play that card over and over and over until one day that card is declined, baby. I didn't grow up with my parents. I came here when I was 13. It got to a point where I was like, oh, my parents didn't do this, my mom didn't do this, my dad didn't do this, and my this and that and didn't do this. That's why I'm not successful. That's why I'm not ahead with my peers. That's why this and that and that. Until one day my brother was just like, okay, you're older now. You can't use that excuse no more. Like, nobody owns you nothing. You own yourself everything, though. Everything, you owe yourself every single thing. So get out of that victimized mindset thinking, oh, because of this person. Who cares? I don't. Nobody cares when I point out who did this and that to me. Number four is pretty hard. And accepting your failures and accepting the life that you're in currently, like the stage you're in currently. When I realized that I need to get my stuff together and I'm behind, I'm broke, I'm depressed, I have nothing going on for myself. Me accepting that was the first step to me figuring out how to get the fuck out of this stage. Excuse my French. You have to sit with yourself. Matter of fact, I'm about to burst somebody's bubbles because I had to burst my own bubbles. Get out of your delusional land. Get out of that delusional land for a second. Not, just for a second. Not forever, for a second. But right now, I need you to sit down and say, oh, I don't got my shit together. I want you to sit down and say, oh, I'm not happy. I want you to sit down and say, oh, I could be doing better. I get it, manifestation. Act like the person that you want to be and all that stuff. Delusional. Delusional only happens, that stage only happens when you realize or you're accepting of the stage that you're in right now. Be very honest with yourself, because I was honest with myself. I was 22, didn't know about credit. 22, no job. 22, no savings. 22, broke. 22, depressed. I'm being honest. Hey, I don't mind saying that because, baby, your girl's in the better place right now. But I had to sit down and be honest with myself, like, damn, I'm a bum. I'm a bum, bro. At least I accepted it. I was honest with myself. In order for you to fix something, you have to be aware of it. Bringing awareness to something brings change to it as well. That delulu land is going to keep you in the same spot. This next step is very simple. Sit down, shut everything out, phones, everything, stay in your room, whatever place that you feel safe and you don't have no distraction. Get a pen, get a book, and write down. I did this a long time ago, and I do this every year. So it worked for me. It might work for you. Write down every aspect of your life that you are lacking. So let's say financially, hey, we need to get our credit together. We need to save. We need to start investing. We need to start investing in knowledge about finances. Watching podcasts so that we can get some tips on how to increase our financial IQ. So I write down physical, where I want to be. I might, do I like my body? Do I like my health? Do I like where I'm at? Like, health wise. If the answer is no, jot it down. Here's what we need to do. Social life. If you don't have no social life, write it down. Or if you have extreme social life, like extreme, you go out too much, that you know it's not good for you, write it down. Just write every aspect of your life down that you need to fix. Boom, that's the first step for you to be changing your life. I promise, bro. A lot of people, my social people, I like to be out with my friends all the time. I like to go out all the time. Are going to hate this one. Isolate, 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 isolation, 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 isolation. Everybody, anyone that have transformed your life or turned their life over has went through an isolation phase. Moi. I went through an isolation phase when I was 19. So this happened after my drug incident. If you guys are new here, in college, I think I took an edible, and long story short, I ended up in the hospital. And after that incident, also, I learned that, again, nobody owns me nothing, and people are selfish, and people are going to say when it's time for them to say fuck you. So I realized that, hey, I'm responsible for me. So I went through an isolation. Let me tell you something. I didn't see my friends for months. I was not dating. I was not on social media as much. Yes, I would post and everything, but I was not on social media as much. I went through hardcore, think about, military, not that extreme, but like I went through like military type-ish isolation. Like I was in working out, reading books, watching podcasts, watching motivational speeches, working on my business. I went through that. And let me tell you something, that stage is ugly. Oh, let's not forget, you know how I'm always glammed up now. My nails is always done. My hair's always done. Baby, you can never catch me lacking. Yes, you can, but you know, it's better now. None of that was even happening. I was not even doing my hair. I was not even getting my nails done. Like, yeah, babes. Like, you know, y'all know how my nails are important to me. Like, I always have to get my nails done. Like, it's essential. Yeah. I sacrificed not getting my nails done. And thank God I was in true isolation to the point where nobody can really see me, you know? You don't have distractions around you. You don't have people putting their 2 cents into your ideas and your creativity. You don't have other people's energy pouring into yours or mixing into yours. You don't have to deal with other people. You get to really know yourself. Yes, it's a very scary stage. But in order for you to elevate in this life, you have to go through that ugly phase. And I'm so happy I went through that ugly phase because now I get to enjoy my company more. Like, I don't need somebody to make me happy. I don't need somebody to make me feel comfortable. I don't need somebody to remind me that I am worth everything, because I know that. Like, the way I experience isolation, you're not going to understand until you go through it. Please do it. It's going to be one of the best things that you've ever done. I think I said this in the last video, but you know what is coming next. Let go of that guilt and fear and embarrassment of cutting people off. Like, to this day, after I went through my isolation stage, baby, you blink left, you smell left, you move like any type of wahala, you're gone. No explanation. I'm not saying, like, you know, people can't make mistakes because we're human. I'm not saying that. I'm not that toxic. But I'm talking about people who intentionally want to play with me. You're going to learn I'm not the type of person to be played with at all. Anyway, let go of that fear of, or that embarrassment or that guilt of, letting people go. It's childish and, sorry to use this word, stupid. One, why are you keeping around dead weight? Why are you keeping around dead weight? You know what dead weight does? It drags you down. It slows you down. Do you know that? Like, I'm not talking to you like you're slow or anything, but I feel like I just need to, like, explain it more so that it can click for you. You know what debt weight does, right? It slows you down, or it can even stop you. So why are you keeping around that friend that whenever you talk about elevating your life, or whenever you talk about doing something, they laugh at it and be like, or this girl thinks she's something. That's somebody who don't want nothing for themselves. They just want to stay in that spot. They just want to stay in that spot. Or another debt weight could be, you tell your friend, this is what we need to do. This is what this is what I want to do with my life, right? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. And you're taking the actions every day. You're working hard every day. You're going to the gym. You're eating right. You're reading your books. You got a new job. You're saving. You're investing. You're going to networking. Like you're doing your ish. And you look behind you. He or she ain't doing shit. But then they expect you to come and get them and drag. Why? One thing I would say is lead by example. If you do not want to do something for yourself, it's okay. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to come and talk your ears off, or I'm not going to drag you to do something. I will lead by example. I will chop life while you just stand there and watch. It's okay. I'll be your leader. 2, people who are hurting you, they know what they're doing, bro. Like, I feel like anybody above the age of 15 knows exactly what they're doing. Yes, 15 is very high. 15 is very high. Shoot. I could say, the moment somebody learns how to walk, they know exactly what they're doing. You know, let me not drag it. Anybody above the age of 18 is capable of understanding and deciding what's right and wrong. They know what they're doing to you. And you know it too. But you're giving them excuses. Oh my God, the excuses is the part that kills me. It just kills me. What are you making excuses for? For a grown-ass man? A grown-ass lady? Do you know how crazy you look? You're making excuses for a grown-ass man. A whole grown adult. Come on. Your fear of letting people go or cutting people off is stupid. Let them go. You're gonna see how drastic your life change. Test it out. And if it don't work, just go back to them and just go back to your old life. Yeah. This next one, I'm still practicing. This is for my overthinkers. I'm still practicing. So don't quote me on this. I'm a work in progress in this area, in this expertise, okay? The feelings are not facts. We're so much in our head that we start to create things up. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, you know, sometimes I'll be right. I'll be like, ding, ding, I was right. Bye, Rain, I was right. But sometimes, ding, ding, you just self-sabotage yourself. Until somebody, yes, sometimes energy is off, you know, judgment is everything, you know, you have to learn how to use your judgment right. Sometimes somebody's energy can be off without them, like, you know, physically saying that, or verbally saying, physically showing or verbally saying that, hey, I don't want to mess with you no more, or I'm not cool with you no more, or I'm moving funny. But sometimes it just be in our head. And one thing I've learned is communication. You are an adult. The key to somebody self-sabotaging themselves is lack of communication. Am I wrong? You rely so much on, I feel like this person is like this. I feel like this person is like that. I feel like, so talk to them. You're an adult. Yeah, I know. That was harsh. Yeah, I felt that too when I realized it too. Yeah. And ever since I started to communicate how I feel, whether it's with a friend, it's crazy. I've grown so much. Like, really, I used to be that type of person that I would never really confront my friend about something they did to hurt me. I'll just wait and let the hurt pile up and I just disappear. Deuces. You know, not healthy. Adulting is called leveling up mentally. It's called emotional intelligence. Stop living in your what's it called? Your feelings. It's not real. You're going to self-sabotage a lot of relationships and you're gonna end up lonely. This next one is so funny. I wrote down, have some respect for yourself. Damn it. Have some respect for yourself. And I don't mean when it comes to other people. I mean, yeah, we know, blah, blah, blah. If somebody's treating you wrong, I already told you, let them go. It shows that you respect yourself. Blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm talking about right now. Having respect for yourself equals discipline, baby. Having respect for yourself equals discipline. So let's make this scenario, right? Let's say I'm not happy with my health. I'm huffing and puffing. I can't fit my clothes. My mental health is all that stuff, right? And I write down goals like, hey, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to achieve it. This is what I do, and I flop and I just don't do it. Mind you, there's no excuses why I don't want to do it. I just don't feel like it. I don't respect myself. And to be very frank, I mean, y'all might cancel me for this, but I hope not, because we just became besties. But I'm gonna be very honest. I do not respect people who do not keep promises for themselves. Yes, sometimes life happens. If life happens, I understand. I'm a very understandable person. Like, I know life happens, girl. Take your time, go sleep it off, take a year off. Okay. But the people who just refuse, and it's just like they don't have no excuses on, not even excuses, valid reasons why they don't want to achieve the goal. They just don't feel like it. I don't respect them. You don't respect yourself. You think I want to respect you? Please learn how to be very disciplined or build discipline. It's not going to be easy. I'm going to tell you that right now, coming from me. It wasn't easy. It took me years to get it, okay? It's not an overnight thing. But I'm telling you the real right now. Look. Bestie to bestie. People out there are not going to tell you what I'm telling you. They're not going to be honest and straightforward about it. But best believe they're thinking it. Last but not least, stop complaining. It's so funny that I'm saying that because I used to be a complainer. But stop complaining. It's annoying. It's annoying. Every 5 seconds, this and that. Bro, I'm tired. I don't want to hear your mouth. Janice, you're yappa. Shut it. You're complaining. Okay, and what? Is it going to change anything? Is it going to make things better? No? So why are you complaining? I live in New York City, right? The trains be so annoying. Oh my God, y'all. Like, you think you're on time today, you're going to work. Even if you're not on time and you're in a rush, the train will somehow find a way to dismantle or not work. And guess what I always do before? Complain, oh my God. And until I heard that quote, and every time I feel myself complaining about the train, I'll be like, Jojo, and what? As if you complain is going to make the train move any faster. As if you complaining about your life is going to make it better. As if you're complaining about your relationship is going to make that person better partner. As if you're complaining about your health is going to make you more healthy. But you get the gist. Complaining don't do nothing but make you annoying. I used to be that person. And I feel so bad, and I sincerely apologize to the people who have to hear me complain. Because now that I've taken that mindset out, when people complain to me, I'd be ready to grab their lips and just shut it. Because it's annoying. What do you want me to do? What do you think you're going to do by complaining? Don't complain. I'm not saying don't talk about it. Find somebody to talk about it. Write in your journal. Pray about it. Don't keep it in because that's not a good trait. But find a way to deliver the message without feeling like you're complaining. But with that being said, I actually enjoy making this type of content for you guys. I pray to God that this content reach out to or reaches out to the right people, or more people, or people my age or younger than me, or people who just trying to change their life, because I have so much to offer. I have so much information to give. I have so much testimonies to share. If you are watching this and you did enjoy this, share with somebody, share with your friend, subscribe to this channel because there's more coming. So before I keep repeating myself, I'm gonna say this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you all. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for even a like. Thank you for a comment. And that's it. Jojo, see you out. I'm just joking. I play too much. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Okay, besties? Bye. I can't believe I'm leaving you guys.